Hey guys, another requested video by Airsoft Sniper 52. He wanted to see my the Colt knife I showed briefly in my collections video. So here it is. I guess a small to medium sized folder here. Fairly cheap. I believe this is originally $9.99. I got this off of eknifeworks.com. Pretty interesting design, pretty simple. You have molded black handle scales. This is part of the Samuel Colt signature series. So the back here is molded and it has a raised signature copy of Sam Colt. The front here has a fake insert. It is an insert, but it's fake scrimshaw. Now, if you're not familiar, scrimshaw is a age-old art where they take something like bone or an animal tusk or something like that, and basically they're carving or scribing very fine lines, okay, in the material itself, to create a picture. Sometimes it's pretty simple, or sometimes it's extremely elaborate. In this case, this is fake, meaning not only is this actual piece not bone, it's some kind of synthetic plastic, but the actual cutting, it is inscribed in here. It's not drawn on. It's inscribed, but by machine. Okay, so either it was burned in by a laser or cut out in some kind of machinery. So it's obviously a lot cheaper and faster to produce. Real scrimshaw is hard to come by. I wouldn't say that. It's kind of common, but it's definitely not cheap. It takes a lot of time and effort to get something, especially a picture like this, done. So basically, you have the look and feel of scrimshaw, but obviously a much lower price tag than the real deal. Pretty classy looking knife. And actually, at one point, I liked this a lot and I wanted to carry it, but I'm a big fan of pocket clips. So I attempted, I should say, to put a pocket clip on here, and I used a cheap one from one cheap knife, and the screws, actually, at first it was fine. It held on, everything was good, but it didn't take too long until both the screws just snapped right off. So I'm left with these two little divots, I guess, in the handle here. So obviously, if you buy one of these, you're not going to have these two little marks. I believe these are probably still for sale. Again, I got these at eknifeworks.com, about $10 a piece. This came in a really nice horizontal display case where it displayed open like this. It was black plastic. It had like reflective on top where it says Samuel Colt signature series, and nice felt lining on the inside. So I have to say, for $10, it was really a great deal, in my opinion. Now, they had two different series. They had the animals here, and of course this one depicts a bald eagle, in mountains and some pine trees there. But they also, besides different animals, they had a separate series which showed all different vintage guns, Colt 45, revolvers, stuff like that. So whether you're into, wildlife scenes or the guns themselves, you can probably pick between the two. These is actually a liner lock. The liner itself is very thin. This, I would say, is it's more of a decorative knife. You can use this, and I got paper here because people seem to love the cutting tests. But this is razor sharp. Okay. For some reason, when I do these tests, sometimes I catch way too low and I end up tearing, because I'm catching on the bottom here as opposed to the actual blade itself. But I can attest that this is very sharp. Not only is it brand new, but this is a very thin stock. Okay, just like you're going to experience on your Swiss Army knives, when you have a thin blade like that and real acute angle grinds. Okay, it's going to make for a very sharp knife. So this is very sharp, but I don't really consider this to be a very durable knife. Like I said, it does have a thin liner lock in here, kind of lightweight, and that thin blade stock. So I wouldn't use this for real heavy cutting tasks, but it's still a cheap, classy little knife to pull out, for small stuff. It's not really a frightening or scary knife for public. There's a term we use on the forums called sheeple, and that's basically pertaining to anyone who's not really into knives. It's the general public who, for some reason, gets scared when someone takes a pocket knife out, like there's some kind of criminal, or they're going to do something bad. It's unfortunate. It's just our media and in America that portrays knives as being weapons and not tools. But I won't go off into a rant or anything like that. Basically, what I'm trying to say is this is one of those kind of non-tactical knives that you could probably get away with taking out and not getting, you know, strange or funny looks from people. So it's cheap. It's pretty cool looking. It's not extremely durable. So if you don't really beat on your knives real bad, this would probably be a good choice. So Airsoft Sniper 52. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day. Thank you for your time.